How many different kinds of events can you come up with? Good morning, everybody. Brian Morrissey mentioned a pivot to events in his most recent post, which I'll link to below. If you don't follow Brian, you should. He has a lot of interesting stuff going on. There are several interesting things about this concept. First of all, you can get very specialized. Niches are where it's at. That seems to be where media is heading. Second, events are less dependent on platforms. As you know, I think publishers need to be as unreliant on platforms as they can manage to be. And third, they can be a very significant source of revenue. For some publishers, events are their major source of income. But that got me thinking, what is an event? The word is almost as broad as media. So broadly speaking, we're talking about a planned gathering of some sort that brings together like-minded people around a specific topic or purpose. But what might that be? Here are some ideas. Please think about this and how you could apply it to your business. And if you have something that I missed, let me know. There's conferences, symposiums, and summits, that sort of thing. That's probably what you think of by default when you think of events. There's a keynote speaker, panels, breakaway sessions, PowerPoint overload, all that stuff. But there can be events within events, which will be obvious as we go through the list. There's webinars, although I've been told that the word webinar tends to turn people off and depress response. And I did an article on that a bit ago about other words that you can use. Webinars are virtual events conducted over the internet with a presentation, Q&A. You know about that. There's workshops or training, either online or in person, with a focus on building skills, although you can also do this sort of event around estate planning or things like that. There's dinners, galas, awards nights. They can range from simple networking opportunities to formal events where you honor achievements or celebrate milestones. There's the old lunch and learn, which is an interesting mix. It's usually an informal lunch with some kind of presentation or maybe a live podcast, some training, a brainstorming session, that sort of thing. The benefit is if you have a bunch of people in a close geographic area, they got to eat lunch anyway, right? There's happy hours and networking mixers, which are my favorite, of course. And I think there are a lot of untapped possibilities here. A brewery in my town rents out its tasting room for companies that are hiring. You could show a quick video about a new product or get feedback from a users group at a happy hour. There's product launches and promotional events. Obviously, a lot of these things can overlap. You can do a product launch at a happy hour before a live conference. There are press conferences. Those are probably out of reach for most of the people in my audience, but I think you need to be fairly large before the press cares about your new product. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Think about press releases, press conferences. Along those lines are media expos and fairs, which are events where media companies can showcase their latest innovations, technologies, and offerings. A film screening might be an interesting way to introduce a new video podcast, or maybe you have a video product. You could also do it at a happy hour. And then there's roundtable discussions, which are small, focused conversations about a particular topic. They're fairly popular at conferences, but I think you could do them in conjunction with a lunch or a dinner. And then there's charity fundraising events, if your business has any charitable ambitions. There's virtual reality and augmented reality events. I'm not sure if that's a thing now, but if it's not, it will be fairly soon. And as I said, you can mix and match among a menu of options. And what you choose will depend on your audience, the type of products you offer, and other factors. I encourage you to think about your own niche and your own market and imagine how you can create events for them. It might be a great new source of revenue for you, but even if it doesn't, it would build community, enhance retention and renewal, and provide a better service to your customers. Well, I hope you like this brief discussion. If so, remember to subscribe, like, and share, and visit me at thecrablegroup.com. Thanks so much.